Why did he refuse in verse 8? The answer is this. How can I do such great what? Wickedness and sin against who? Okay, it's against God. So whenever we have sex outside of marriage, yes, you're sinning against somebody else's. Pause, check this out. Anytime you have sex outside of the marriage, look at something, touch something, act upon something, pornography, actual physical sex, oral sex, whatever you want to think, this sex, and we're going to get to the context of that in a second. Listen closely to me. You are having sex and looking at somebody else's daughter, a brother, son, somebody else's husband or wife. I know about you, but if you look at my wife like that, I'll whoop your tail. Because God gave me to her and her to me. In the context of what? Marriage. She's not yours. I'm not yours. Thank God for that. But I'm not yours. She's not yours. We're each other because God gave us each other. He refused. Why? Because it did not belong. And it was a deep sin against who? It's a deep sin against God. Write this down. It says this. It is sin against God and greatly wicked for anyone to look at, fantasize about, touch, speak to in a sexual, arousing, desiring way, or actions, or have sex with anyone who is not your. That's a good point. Because it talks about fantasy, it talks about talking, it talks about touching, it talks about every aspect of that. Anything outside of that, you can classify as sinning against God Almighty.
Hey, you just watched a clip of something that's very important to us, and that is God's Word. We want to encourage you to get invested in God's Word. Grab a Bible, invest in it, open it up, and just read something. Maybe it's something from the clip or a sermon that you heard. Get plugged in, get discipled, and join a church somewhere. If you're not a part of Catalyst Church, find a church to get involved in, because we believe that disciples make disciples, and we would love for you to be a disciple. Join the mystery and the joy of being a believer